You don't know anything about it? Okay, let me give you the rundown, okay? Very simple. He was streaming on Twitter like a week and a half ago or something like that, maybe 2 weeks ago. And he was streaming PoE, okay? He's in hardcore ladder, so if you die, you lose everything, or you lose your character and it goes to softcore. So he's in hardcore, he's at the top, near the top of the ladder, like maybe top 10 or top 15, or maybe 16. NA, or in the world. I can't remember if it was NA or the world. He's high on the ladder for hardcore. And he's like level 96, and he's doing mapping. And when he's streaming on Twitter, it's very obvious that he has no idea what he's doing. Like it took him like a whole 5 minutes just to open a map. It took him. He's like picking up every item and dragging it individually from the floor. So it's very clear that he paid some fucking guy, because the login information that we took a look at the telemetry, I think the community did at least, and it shows that he's like logging in from an Asian account or whatever. So he clearly paid some guy to level that character for him, and now he's playing the character and taking credit for it. Yeah, lol, exactly. Yeah, lol. And so now, recently, apparently Asmongold called him out on it. Elon is so fucking ass mad, butthurt, bitch made man mode that he took away Asmongold's blue check mark from Twitter, and he took away his gamer tag. So it like lowers Asmongold's discoverability on Twitter. So like, even though he's already really popular, like he got so mad, and apparently he leaked his own DMs between him and Asmongold on Twitter, which is against the TOS. You're not allowed to do that. You can't do that. Like, I mean, he owns Twitter, so I guess that's like the only rare exception, but he's breaking his own rules. You can only leak DMs if it's consensual, or if the person you're talking to says or does something really fucked up, like a death threat or something, right? So now I've been seeing this video here on screen passed around, and apparently, I don't know if this is true. I haven't watched this yet, but apparently this guy's been defending Elon. He's like one of the 0.10001% of guys who thinks that Elon is actually good at PoE. I gotta see this. Hold on. I gotta watch this.
It's like, if a game is really like super hard, it kind of forces.
So is this guy having an interview with Elon Musk? I didn't even heard of this guy.
I have a recording in DMs with Elon Musk that might shed some light in the situation.
There's no way he played that account. Like, I'm
sorry.
See,
that's what he's mad about. This video right here that Elon's mad about, it's right here. Asmon's like, yeah, there's no fucking way that this guy is top on the ladder, hardcore with a monk, and it's his own character. Bullshit.
I think
this actually started with Quinn. Quinn made it. He was reacting to it, the stream live, and Kriparian reacted to that. So it's like reactception. But basically, like, no one believes that Elon's actually good at this game. Like, there's no way.
Bought the account, or somebody played it for him. 100%.
I just want you guys to understand, this is one of the highest level hardcore characters in the game. He
Yeah.
would have played thousands of maps at this point.
Yeah, and the guy, like, he didn't know how to, like, click on a level to enter the map. Because when you do mapping, you have to, like, click on the map you want to do and then go in. But he was clicking on maps that he died on, so when you die on a map, you can't redo it. You only have one chance. So, clearly the guy has no clue how to play this game.
Just running past Chaos. He just ran past the Chaos.
Yeah, he's running past, like, all this top-level loot on the ground, so he has no loot filter.
My staff is only level 62, so I haven't been able to find a better staff.
Okay, dude.
At least a level 75 jacket.
Jacket? I guess it's a jacket.
Yeah.
Just never heard anyone call a body armor in PoE a jacket.
Now, what I think is even funnier about this is that it obviously calls into question him playing Diablo 4. D4 was so fucking easy, people couldn't even tell. They're like, yeah, is this like a random noob, or is this the best player in the world? Like, I don't know. I mean...
In some strange turn of events in the weirdest timeline imaginable, a poor trailer park boy, that's me by the way, ended up playing Diablo 4 with the richest man alive, Elon Musk. As fate would have it,
How?
I made a terrible video about a terrible build, and it was an instant hit. Playing the worst class in the game has its perks. I was a part of an elite squad who exclusively played Druid. Not just because we hated ourselves, but also because Rax showed us that if we worked hard enough, we could deal 17 damage someday.
This Diablo 4 Druid.
Yeah, apparently, so just a little quick context here as well. When Diablo 4 first came out, Druid was, like, horrendously bad in damage, like, on the damage side. Like, it did nothing. It was crazy. And this is a very famous clip of Rax, like, just totally heartbroken over how bad the fucking Druid was in D4 at launch. It was so funny. I think the meme was 17 damage, and he just, like, looked at the screen like, he's like, 17 damage. Or some shit like that. It was really funny.
the weakest character I've ever seen.
Kinda like Reyna?
in
Got
a
it, yeah.
Diablo game. Any Diablo game.
And one of those Chads was the man himself, Elon Keanu Reeves Musk. Okay, Google
Keanu
actually
Reeves.
says that his middle name is Reeve, but they're both beyond reproach, so it's basically the same thing, right? Right?
You're breathtaking.
So let me offer my unique perspective. I don't know how to break this to you guys, but Elon Musk is a fucking nerd. Yes, I know it's hard.
Is he gonna say, okay, is he gonna be like, well, because he's a nerd, therefore he must be, it's more likely that he's good at the game? I don't fucking believe that for 2 seconds. Do you really think a guy, okay, hold on, let me just hear this part before I make my comment.
Hard to believe that a guy who builds rockets and jumps like this might be a sweaty gamer. But I'll let you listen to our conversation and decide for yourself.
Wait, that's the premise he's using? A guy who acts weird on stage and builds rockets, therefore he must be good at D4 and PoE2? If anything, that's a reason why he's not good at it. He's too busy running like 4 fucking companies. He builds rockets, builds cars, he's influencing the government election and all that shit, and like, he's doing all this crazy shit in real life. He doesn't have time to put like 1,000 autistic hours into fucking Path of Exile? No way, dude. Yeah, exactly. He probably knows some shit, but like not enough to be top on the ladder. There's no way he has the time for that.
Not a super long-term career being a pro gamer. I was semi-pro back in ancient times.
Semi-pro in what?
With Play.
No way. What?
With Play.
The subtitle was wrong there, but this guy was a Quake semi-pro Quake player?
They had the first paid tournament in the U.S.
Nice.
And we came second. We would have come first, except I was the second best guy on the team. Best guy on the team's computer crashed halfway through the game, so we came second in the end.
What? That sounds so made up. That sounds so made up. Yeah, I was the second best player, but the number 1 guy's player computer crashed, therefore we came in second. That's extremely specific, but okay.
I put ridiculous amounts of time into Quake, and then my company was going bankrupt, so I had to stop playing. But it's
his company was going bankrupt, so he had to stop playing. Okay.
I play games just to kind of like if it's a hard game, I'm forced to concentrate.
Yeah.
And then it quiets the demons in my mind, killing the demons in the game.
I think I'm pretty good, except for when I multitask. I'm not a multitasker. I can really concentrate hard on one thing, and I can do it really well.
How did this guy get an interview with like the richest man in the world? I've never even heard of this streamer. Screamheart?
But as soon as I'm doing more than one thing at the same time, I just lose it.
Yeah, but it's like if a game is really like super hard, it kind of forces you to concentrate. And then
he said, "Hey, I will say you're good." Yeah, probably. He probably, like he said earlier, I think he played he was playing a dungeon with him or something, and he happened to walk right past him. And he said, "Hey, can I interview you?" It's probably how it happened. He said, "Oh, hey, can I interview for some easy views?" Hey, no problem, bro. That's the only reason why you interviewed him.
I don't know. For me, that's kind of like Zen.
Yeah.
So, otherwise, I got like way too many things going on in my head. So, AOZ was the grind of grinds.
Yeah.
For me, fortunately, it happened over the sort of Christmas break. So, I didn't see my friends and family very much. Just doing AOZ relentlessly.
Where are you? Just grinding this thing over and over.
On Christmas Eve, I did AOZ for 17 hours straight from 9 a.m. to 2 a.m.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. And tier 25 is ridiculous. It was like 3 times harder on tier 24. I mean, it was bananas. It was like super non-linear. I kind of enjoyed Halo Infinite. I finished that on the whole thing on Legendary.
Oh, nice.
The final battle, ridiculous. In Polytopia,
What the fuck is Polytopia? What the hell is Polytopia? What the fuck? Is he like making up games now? I've never even heard of this shit, dude.
I briefly got to world number 1, and then I deleted it.
The only game I remember.
When you start seeing the game when you close your eyes, and at night.
Sounds like me with Minecraft.
Yeah, that game sure has staying power.
Now, not only was this a year ago, but I was also a random on the internet, so I don't think he had any reason to lie to me.
I'd say you're pretty random right now.
Which makes it a safe assumption that he does a lot of gaming. Not only that, but he also seems knowledgeable. But to paint a better picture of how extensive his gaming addiction is, let me show you my DMs over the course of a month. This was Diablo 4 Season 5. It was not a very popular season,
He has Discord DMs with Elon Musk?
And it came right before the expansion. So I think most people were waiting to play the expansion. Here's a DM from the beginning of the season where he talks about why he plays video games. He says, I play hard video games to take my mind off work as it forces me to focus.
This isn't, but is this really proof that it's him though? This doesn't tell me anything that it's really him and I still don't believe that he's, I don't know, man. This seems kind of way too convenient.
So clearly he had forgotten he told me this stuff before, but it just helps us to understand his mind a little better. Now here we are nearly 2 weeks after the season start, grouping.
None of this is relevant to the accusation? Yeah, it doesn't really solve the mystery on whether or not he actually paid a guy to play Path of Exile 2.
Up to do a Pit 130 duo. At this point in the season, average D4 players are still leveling and busy changing diapers or asking their wives' boyfriends for money to spend on $100 horse cosmetics. Unless they're playing another class, of course, in which case they're miles ahead. But playing Druid is like playing with a handicap, and you're probably already handicapped if you chose Druid in the first place.
Druid? Nah, Druids are fat. No, I don't want to play. No. 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 No Druids.
Another few days go by, and I'm losing my mind trying to push my build.
You sucking off Elon for money is a good strat. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously it's gotten him attention. I'm surprised the video doesn't have more than 10,000 views on it though.
Past Pit 136. Spoiler alert.
Probably because it's brand new. It'll probably snowball over time, and the big creators will pick up on it.
I don't. Meanwhile, Elon solo clears Pit 140. I stop playing, go to China, play the PTR for Season 6, leave China, head back to South Korea, and a month later, Elon messages me about BattleNet lag.
Wait, this guy lives in South Korea?
This mofo is still grinding Season 5. And what is he doing? He's still doing pits. At this point, he's up to Pit 150, and he's trying to clear 151. For context, the highest pit clear for Druid in Season 5 was 154. The second highest was 152. And the third highest was 150. Finally, after nearly 2 months of grinding 10 plus hours a day, he concedes at Pit 150. He even notes his degenerate behavior. He says, I put an embarrassing amount of time into it. From the few voice chats I had, play sessions, and DMing him back and forth about theory crafting and whatnot, I can safely say that Elon is an avid gamer. And he's also pretty good at games. So the question remains, why
No, he's not. He's not good.
does he look so lost?
This is such a weird angle to take on this.
Path of Exile 2. Well, clearly he was boosted.
Hi, everyone. I'm Elon Musk.
What? What the fuck? What is this, like a Chinese lookalike? Is that what this guy is?
By an obsessive, sweaty, no-life approach to gaming.
That's a good ass transition.
Okay, seriously, if I had to guess based off of what I know of him, it just looks like he was distracted. There have been times that I've played with him where he was in a work meeting, or he was managing a kid climbing on him, or whatever else it may have been. Much like myself, Elon seems to be good at focusing on one task very intensely. A lot of this seems to be an overanalyzation.
That's a huge assumption
of someone
to make.
Who's still building muscle memory and learning the game's terminology. One more key factor that I think could be contributing to this whole thing is that I think he might have been on a laptop. If he wasn't on his home PC setup, it would likely be uncomfortable. He probably wouldn't have his loot filter or settings.
Oh, come on, bro. This guy's digging for so much. This guy is pulling at straws here. Like, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. He's not good. If you listen, it's very apparent that Diablo 4 is a much easier game to play than PoE, but to sit there and tell me that he's top fucking ladder player, and then I see PoE2 footage where the basic fundamentals of PoE2 are not that much different from D4. It's just that the details are much more complex, but like movement and like using your skills and like leveling a skill up, like it's the same concept. It's just done differently in PoE2. But I mean, I don't know, man. It's very difficult for me to believe that this guy is good at PoE2, and to say that this is like his take is, oh, well, he's an avid gamer. He has a lot of hours. He can memorize terminology. Like, anyone can do that. Like, what the fuck? I don't know.
Explain a lot of the fumbling with keys and mouse. At the end of the day, only Elon Musk knows the truth about this. But
and because he plays on a laptop, he's uncomfortable, so that's why his PoE2 gameplay wasn't very good. This is a really weird argument.
If I had to guess, I would assume that he's grinding constantly, especially like he mentioned previously through the Christmas break. He's a big troll, and he probably finds all of this hilarious.
His argument right now is basically saying that I put 14 and a half hours into Ace Combat 7, so that must mean I'm pretty good at a fighter pilot right now. Yeah, exactly. Like, it doesn't mean anything.
So keep the memes coming. And don't
Like, it's, you can watch. Like, anyone with a pair of eyes who's played games can tell that this guy he's not good.
crucify the messenger. This is
In
just my
PoE2.
own personal experience. I'm not beholden to Elon Musk, and I sure as hell am not getting paid. Thanks for watching.
Listen, you're not getting paid, but you're definitely getting something out of it 100%. You're getting views, you're getting attention. That's what you want, right?
And if you enjoyed the video, regardless of what you think of Elon Musk, drop me a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm also live right now at twitch.tv/Screamheart if you want to come chill. Okay, bye.
Elon Musk in the game all night.
Is this an AI song of Elon Musk?
Path of Exile 2, he's taking flight.
Oh my god, stop, bro. I've been hearing that meme for a while now. People have been playing a bunch of AI voiced songs for like the memes. This is such a silly video, dude. It doesn't prove anything at all. Whatever, man. Hey, I appreciate the attempt anyways, but yeah, this is, come on, bro. This is not good. This doesn't prove anything. GG's, buddy.